And welcome. It's eModels Monday, and I'm not Ted. I'm nearly Ted, but I'm not quite Ted. Ted will be arriving momentarily, but he's been slightly delayed. So we're just killing time for a few minutes till Ted turns up, and then he can do the whole introduction stuff, and we'll just get on with it and do things. Yes, he might have run out of gin from his suppliers, so he might have to put a new tap on a new keg. They come in kegs. Right, like one of the
the cesspit thing, or he's got
like where you petrol stations and stuff. Yeah,
he's got a 10,000-gallon tank underneath his garden.
That'll be it. So anyway, at the moment, I'm Chris. We've got Colin.
Hello.
And I'm hoping that Foxx is pressing the right buttons to make the right people come up on screen. Otherwise, it's very confusing. We also have Foxx, and we'll have a Ted momentarily.
Yeah.
So yes, this is Monday. This is eModels. As Ted always says, it's your show. It's not our show. We're just here to provide the visual and vocal entertainment for you. The real fun is in the chat, which is somewhere. No, not doing singing. The entertainment is you not singing. It's been requested many times. Yeah,
many times.
You can find the chat somewhere around somewhere, and now we have Ted.
Many times.
You can find the chat somewhere around somewhere, and now. Well, it's only just started, so something else just happened. So I'm assuming that the person that just came in late has also got the audio playing in the background. So
yeah. He's got to press his buttons.
Yeah, I just wondered if you were talking about me. I do apologise for being late. It was a last minute family matter that.
Have you brought a note?
Yeah. It was I can see you.
Foxx has no sound. Foxx is silent. I'm seeing no sound for Foxx. Did you press the wrong buttons, Foxx? Foxx is saying he doesn't know how to fix that.
Refresh and drag.
Foxx doesn't know why he's getting that.
You can talk in the female.
Foxx says, can people not actually hear me? Says Foxx. I'd have to do I'll get a hat and put a hat on when I'm talking for Foxx.
Right, can people hear me now? They should be able to hear me now.
Can see but can't hear Foxx, but that came up just before that. Lips are moving but no sound.
They should be able to hear me now, hopefully, because I pressed a button.
The lights are on but nobody's home. No, that's just me
normal.
saying that. That's Lock it on, Foxx. I'll read his lips, does Lynn.
1 2 1 2 1 2 sibilance.
Yeah, yes. Can hear Foxx. Very quiet. Yes. Yes.
Okay, sorry, I had the button pressed. How am I spoon?
So when you said, have you pressed the button?
I ain't moving.
So Eric Graham was correct. Yeah, we can't do this show without screwing it up right at the start.
The chat is moving very quickly now because everyone's just saying, yes, we can hear Foxx.
Yeah, mine ain't.
Can we please go back to where we couldn't hear him again?
Yes.
Oh, well.
Gadget microphone now.
Right,
So,
I'll shut up.
Well, welcome, Ted. Off you go. I'll let you start again. You can do the start better than I can.
Yeah, we're around about 3 minutes late. So yeah, we'll make it up at the end. We'll tag it onto the end, so we'll give you an extra 3 minutes at the end. Sorry.
No, wait a minute. We were here on time. It's only you that's got to stay behind.
Oh, all right. Yeah. A bit of a traumatic moment, but never mind. We're over it. Everything's back to normal, and we're up and running for a Monday night live stream, live from eModels, eModels.co.uk, with Ted, Foxx, Colin, and Chris. I've got to look around here. Got around the camera. Yeah. We're all here. We're all on a Monday night. We're all still on lockdown, so this is a safer place we can all gather and chat together. Hopefully tonight I've got a bit of a new theme as well. Well, it's an old theme, but it's with pictures this week.
Nobody wants to see your old thing.
Right, but what we have a very important shout out this evening because it's Chris's wedding anniversary.
Yes.
Yes. So, how many years is it, Chris? Can you remember? Several. Yeah.
Yes. It's 24 years today.
The wife always catches me out with that one. Says, "How long have we been married?" And I've got to
Just say some, but
Yeah,
not all.
Don't.
Some.
It's mine next week, and I'm already lining up the. I forgot because we're in isolation and couldn't get you a card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do a
Yeah,
shout out on a live telly stream. It's fine. That works.
Yeah, you see, the thing I did was I had that situation with Mama Fox's birthday, but then I thought, oh wait, no, I can order flowers online. Damn it!
Yeah.
So I had to spend that money. No, I didn't mind.
Yep.
Just very quickly, because someone mentioned it. I can't normally when the quality goes on the stream a bit. I hit the refresh button and everybody gets back nice and sparkly. For some reason in this Google Hangout, I don't have the green refresh button. So if anybody's looking a bit rough and ready, it's just Google being weird, and we'll have to hope that it sorts itself out.
Well, some of us were when we first come in until we cleaned our webcam because I may have pledged it.
Yeah. But I don't, for some reason, I haven't got the green button to refresh the stream, which is weird. So I can't refresh it.
So you see what happens. The week when Fox gets the buttons, it all goes hideously wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you know. Speed says 24 years, Chris. You do know what the 24-year anniversary item is, don't you? I have no clue.
Is it like cardboard?
Do you know what it is? It's item number 3 in what's in store.
It's not item number 3 in what's in store.
Is
It's my what's in store. I'm aware of what item number 3 is. It's not that.
Is it cashier number 4, please?
Reclaim buttons, Chris says Anders. Everyone likes my buttons better than yours.
Yeah, I know. But what can you do? I don't know why I've not got the magic green button.
Don't look for it.
Never mind. We'll manage without the magic green button. But anyway, yeah, I think while we're stuck on, as Fox has just flashed up on my screen, we might as well stay there and do a what's the terms and conditions?
Hello. Yes, as always, this is your show. Welcome, my friends. This is your show. We just sit here waffling on for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. This is, especially right now, this is more just a place for you guys to hang out with each other, all your good friends in the chat, and have a good time while we just waffle on in the background. And we'll show you some cool stuff you can buy in store. So if you want to get our attention, we all have the chat in front of us. So if you want to get our attention, you need to put your comments in the chat. If you're watching this and you can't see the chat is... It's not there. It's not on the screen. But if you want to join in the live chat on the YouTube, it's usually over there somewhere. It could be over there on YouTube. If you're watching this embedded somewhere like Facebook or somewhere else, click the YouTube icon that's down here somewhere. Under the player, there should be a YouTube icon. Click on that. It'll take to the YouTube page where you can join in the live chat. And you really should, especially like I say right now, because right now it's all about coming together and having a good time, because we're all stuck indoors. So do come and join the live chat. If you want to get our attention, please ask us questions and talk about stuff, because we're desperate for you to give us things to talk about. So make sure to put your comment in the chat in big fat capital letters, or as Ted will call it,
Bold.
yeah, bold. Said a voice from off left there. Bold. Yeah, put your comment in big fat capital letters with bold. If you want to, you can do a super chat, which is the little dollar symbol at the bottom of the chat window. That just puts your comment in a coloured box, and we can see it a million miles away then. And that's always good fun. Now, before we do get going, a little update. If you remember last week, I read out some, not terms and conditions, but an update from the chaps at eModels as to what they were doing. I have a little bit of an update. Let me get that for you. Just as before, they are working under government guidelines. They are working on a skeleton crew. It may just be James, I think, who's doing all the picking and packing. So they are still taking orders. The store itself is closed to people coming in, and they've closed the Amazon and the eBay stores, but the online store at eModels.co.uk is still taking orders. You're more than welcome. They are on a skeleton crew to observe current health and safety regulations. However, at the moment they are saying, please, please, please do be patient. Because they're on a reduced staff, they are obviously taking longer to get orders picked and packed and shipped out to you. They are working their way through all the orders. Now,
Sorry to interrupt you, Fox, but apparently you are very quiet. Is there any way you can make yourself a bit louder?
Yeah, I can turn this.
People are saying that you're quieter. Can you turn the volume up, or can we have subtitles?
Is that better? Is that any better? Talking. Blah blah blah. Can they hear me now?
Seems about the same to us, but we're not the ones that are having trouble. So
okay. Anyway, yes. So, yes, they are taking orders, but it wouldn't be a problem normally, except they got like a bajillion orders a day. They're getting all the orders, number of orders they get. Everybody's stuck at home, of course. They're getting all the orders that they get in a month every day. So they are working their way through all the orders. So what they're saying is basically you will get obviously confirmation that you've placed the order. You will get an email confirming that it'll be shipping out to you. But it's slightly longer turnaround than normal. They're doing absolutely the best. It says, where did it say? As good as it is for business getting a lot of orders, we cannot offer the usual high-level service for which we have a reputation for. Please bear with us during these strange and unprecedented times, and be assured we are on the case for you, the scale model enthusiast. And James Mate did tell us, unfortunately, because he's so busy actually fulfilling everybody's orders, if you send any emails, they may not get a direct reply either straight away or in a quick time like they normally would. So one thing you can do to try and help out, obviously do expect a slightly longer turnaround. But if you're trying to if you place an order and you want to know where is it, you will get an email saying when it's shipped out. But if you can, please try avoid mailing them to say, hey, where's my order? I placed it.
Yeah, and certainly avoid telephoning. I don't think you'll get any answer on the phone.
Yeah, I think they've actually turned the phone off now, basically. But that's the one thing they're saying is because they're getting so many emails and people are saying, where's my order? In their emails and communications on the website, it does now say, we're taking orders, we're processing them as quick as we can, but we are working a massive amount of orders on a reduced staff, so please be patient. Try and avoid mailing to say where's my order. You will get notification once it's shipped, but they are advising it's potentially between 2 to 4 weeks, where it would normally be the next few days. They're also limited by a lot of the delivery slots provided by their courier providers like DPD and other companies. There may just be no fast slots available for them to use for the couriers, so a lot of it is down to the mail services as well and not eModel speed. So basically what they're saying is just be patient. Do give him time to process your order, and if you can avoid it, avoid unnecessary emails, just because James will not have time to answer them all.
Phil Lewis is giving them a big shout out for his model arriving because he knows what they're up against. So
yeah,
cheers for that, Phil. Much appreciated, mate.
Yeah, but like I say, try and avoid any unnecessary emails. If you've placed an order, they will have it. If you need to amend an order, they're asking that you just place another order and include notes in the order so they know. But please try and avoid any unnecessary emails that are just saying where's my order, because it just adding to the backlog that's taking them away from picking and packing the orders. But get your orders coming through because they are still open.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Anyway, that leaves us with nothing else to do really, but sort of sit at the bench in these past weeks. So, have you guys been getting on with anything? Foxx, yeah. Well, you're still on screen.
I'm on screen. You're right. I had hoped to start the Falcon proper this weekend, but sadly, just to real life and family stuff and home stuff, I haven't had a chance this weekend at all. So hopefully in the next day or two, I'm going to start on the big fat Falcon. It's still down here. I've not. Yes, it's still there, and it's still waiting to get started.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to hear the first track on that.
Yeah.
No, it's more of a fruit bowl kind of thing, really. So yes, I had just because of real world stuff and house stuff. Because now we're all stuck at home, of course. It's now that all the things you have to do around the house suddenly become apparent.
Oh yeah, the DIY list comes out, doesn't it?
Yeah. And you're like, oh.
Yeah,
So,
the pots of paint sort of start appearing in the kitchen, and then a brush, and then I ain't going to do anything with that paint. It's been there a week.
Yeah, I'm about halfway through the bathroom refurb at the moment. So yeah.
Colin, what have you been up to then this week? I haven't forgot. We'll get around to the factoid shortly.
Yeah, no worries, guys. I've been doing a bit on the old Mustang.
Oh.
Little bit of black paint on there and building a roll cage on it and doing bits and pieces with the interior and doing a bit of work on filming the ball tank for eModels that's
ball tank
stealthily in the box over there waiting for the next episode to be filmed. So look out for that, and I'll be posting them up shortly.
What kind of tank is it? Ball tank.
Ball tank that's got, yeah, you know.
Now we can move across to Chris, who we appreciate was probably spending the last week on Amazon and other gift sites looking for anniversary gifts and things like that. So may not have been too much time spent at the bench, but yeah, it's understandable.
No, I've sorted the anniversary come birthday present because it's her birthday in a couple of weeks as well. I've sorted that already. She's got a new games console that came just before the lockdown all happened, so we're all happy with that. That's good. It's given us something to do. Work at the bench this week, not too much really. I've still got the Baneblade to finish. I've been doing some of that thing there. You can see him, but the Terminator has been there. I've had the Terminator and some X-Wing parts delivered to me this week, so I've been doing those and putting those up on my channel. But I haven't started the actual eModels build yet. I've got the box sitting just there of the patent motor wagon, which I shall be starting at some point. But yeah, not really any proper model work at the moment.
A hive of activity on the eModels channel, isn't it? With us lot all building away.
Yeah, it's like buses. You get nothing for ages, and they all come all at once. That's for me. I've been super busy this week. First of all, I've been doing bits on the digger, making the digger arm and the bucket and things like that. I think you saw this last week, but it's moved on a little bit. But look, the hull is on the bench.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the huge hull is on the bench. Bits have been stuck onto it. A building slip has been made. And
have you finished the digger then?
No. I'll build it up. When I get fed up with this, I can do it on the digger and things like that. And then I've got to go out and spray orange yet.
So that means then that episode 1's been edited then, is it?
Episode 1 will be live tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
Ooh.
Which 10 o'clock, Ted?
That's 10 o'clock in the morning. I double checked it, and I'll check it before I go to bed as well, because I was sat there yesterday. I was sat there last week with my phone thinking, has it gone live yet? Maybe it's just rendering or doing whatever YouTube does. 10:05, has it gone live yet? I'll give it another 5 minutes. 10:30, still hasn't gone live. Looked, your video will go live at 10 p.m. Loud stage. So I had to go back and do.
You had a bit of a Festus Telford moment, then, did you? You got your times wrong.
Yes, I did. But look out for that tomorrow, folks. Yeah, at 10 o'clock live. 10 o'clock on the YouTube channel, and you'll see the first episode of the Titanic build. Yeah.
Just very quickly, folks, I did find a setting for my audio that I was a bit wrong. So do I sound better now? I can't tell if I sound better to people or not. It's Windows is just.
I think.
Hopefully, I should sound a bit louder now. But do let me know if
you
I'm
had a
still too
Windows
quiet.
update, because my last one knocked my microphone settings all over the place.
No, it was basically normally my everything is set to full volume, like on input wise, but it was set to 17. It's like
I think people are mentioning we all seem to be low on bandwidth today, which is
probably
a general internet type thing of everybody and every kid using it. So it might be
it's
lagging a little bit, but we're also I've not got the buttons this week. Look, I'm hands free. Foxx has the buttons this week, and his computer's a bit older and it's struggling a little bit. So
that was Mama Foxx shouting because she's wearing headphones, so she's shouting very loud. Bless her. Hello, Mama Foxx.
Timber's saying that Ted and Colin are still fuzzy.
Yeah, I normally have a button to refresh the Google Hangout. It seems to have disappeared, so I can't fix that.
Strangely enough, Ted is very, very sharp on my screen, but you two are fuzzy. But I don't know. It's just it is what it is.
The Hangout button is just not there, so I can't.
I was going to say I haven't pledged my camera again. I've been good.
I could try hitting F5, but it might break everything.
No, I wouldn't press it. Don't bother with it. People can make up with you being a bit blurry. I think they like it, really.
Yes. Anyway, what we should do now is go across to Colin for Festus Factoid.
Oh dear. Right. On this very day in 1938, DuPont researcher Roy J. Plunkett and his technician Jack Reebok, good names, accidentally discovered the chemical compound polytetrafluoroethylene.
That's good, actually. You did well.
Did I do well?
Polytetrafluoroethylene, yeah.
Yeah, later marketed as Teflon. Plunkett was researching chemical reactions of the gas perfluoroethylene in order to synthesize new types of refrigerant gases. So they basically discovered that by mistake.
Extra additional fact for you. Do you know what polytetrafluoroethylene is also known as?
That's what Colin said.
Teflon.
Or?
PTFE.
There you go. I just figured that out in my brain just then.
Oh, yeah, it's in brackets, but I was feeling kind of brave and thinking that I could do big words, and you know how I am.
You did all right with them.
And also, don't forget, it's definitely On this very day, a Norwegian mathematician,
Here we
Niels
go.
Henrik Abel,
Oh,
died at the very young age of 26.
dear.
After a slow start in school, he began to show mathematical genius by the age of 15. He had difficulty finding an academic position and was troubled by poverty. He died in poverty at the age of 26, only 2 days before his talent was due to be recognised and he was about to be offered a professorship in Berlin.
Oh,
Oh,
What a
that was a bit of a blow, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Mm.
poor old Niels, mate. That's a
Yeah,
bit
probably,
gutting.
were they knocking on his door?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
26, that's no age at all, is it? Eh?
yeah.
I must
All
admit, I was expecting a better name though.
Yeah, especially from a
I'm
Norwegian.
trying to see whether there's a better name here. Oh,
I mean,
not.
only you could find a Norwegian with a completely pronounceable name.
I know. No, they're all pretty easy names this week, mate.
I don't know. It's rubbish, that is.
Yeah, that's a bit.
Demand a refund now.
Yeah. Sorry about that, gents. Maybe next week we'll have some better names.
Eric says that I'm going to have fun job with the names. No, Fox is doing it this week. Fox has got the buttons. Fox is going to do the names.
Yes, we swapped things around.
So
a
we're
little bit.
deliberately leaving it a bit longer.
Oh God, darn it! Oh,
Beyond
fudge.
saying as well, R.I.P. to Pussy Galore. She died, didn't she?
Yeah,
on
Honor Blackwood passed away today. Yeah,
94, wasn't it, or something?
Yeah,
She-
94.
good.
Yeah.
He had a good innings.
Ted, you're banned for saying she had a good innings.
I don't
That's
know.
like-
Ted.
that's like-
I'm on the naughty step, and you're banned, mate.
That's like the funereal version of "There's plenty more fish in the sea." It's just
Yeah.
she
Ah,
lived to 94, but there's plenty more fish in the sea.
yeah.
Anyway, shall I read some names out now before we get far too many comments?
Yeah, go on then.
Who's in tonight then? Right, I'll go through this quickly and efficiently.
Hang on, why are you doing, why are you doing this?
Because we had to change things around when you weren't going to be here, and then you were here, so we just left it.
All right.
Anyway, yeah, don't worry. It's all things that happen in your stead.
Well, this
Right.
should be fun.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes. So anyway, I don't go right back to the beginning. I only go back to a certain point, and I start with Andy McLeish.
Oh, if you don't go back to the beginning, we never keep up because we don't. Go on. Then.
Yeah. And Andy McLeish says ball boomsticks. There you go. Welcome, Andy. We have Speedy Q8, Phil, Lewis, Mark Scopes. We have Timber. Is my volume okay, by the way, now, folks? We have Nat Williamson. Welcome, Nat. Who is really enjoying watching your Death Race videos, Colin.
Oh, thanks.
We have remember, use your voice chat, your voice words. Mouth
I
words.
am,
I'll show. Good. There you go. Good girl. Mark Scopes. We have Stephen Hill Harris. Fox, refresh and drag. I can't. There's no button. There's the green button normally here, right behind my camera that I press, and everything goes crystal clear. But I can't. Google is broken. It's rubbish. We have Lynn Dipple, who is nice that Lynn can actually make it. She doesn't always get a chance to make it because she's in the US and she works in healthcare, and she also works really weird hours because she's in America. So, but it's nice that she can actually join us. I actually only literally go back about 10 minutes in the chat, which is a bit rubbish.
It's a bit
We
short.
have, yeah, it's unrefreshed itself. We have Skull. I can't press the button, so is in. I can't do
I
that.
really should have taken my earpiece out for that.
Yeah, because you never know when I'm going to go.
Moist.
We have where are we? Gemma Williams is in. Much better, Fox says.
Happy
Gemma.
anniversary, Gemma.
Yep, happy anniversary, Gemma. How'd you put up with him? I don't know, but you deserve a medal for that.
Yeah.
Andrew Preston. We have Phil Lewis, Lynn Dipple, Andy McLeish, Phil Lewis, Speedy Q8. Says no skullfish button then. I've only got that button. They don't know what that is. They don't know what that button
I know
was.
what that is. I can see
Was
it
that-
reflected behind you.
Was that
Oh,
a
that's
certain
true.
person?
No, I've just seen it. I've got my phone, so I've just seen
Oh,
Yeah, you can actually see it. If you see in my cabinet behind me, I'd
Yeah.
see
Slap it on.
I can't exactly make out what it is, but I can see that it changes.
it does that. David Sanderson. Colin looks like he's in an 80s soft porn movie.
Is that just
I think-
normally?
I don't know. I don't think it's him personally. I mean, because he's in low resolution. I think.
Yeah, I think he's just somebody that looks like him. Well,
Everybody say.
yeah, I must have seen this. I must have seen
Everyone
this.
wants to say the bloke's name, but none of us want to admit we know it.
Yeah, now we all know the name, but we're not going to say it.
Yeah.
Roger Woodward is in. Welcome, Roger. Roger says Colin's natural state is fuzzy.
Absolutely, mate.
Phil Lewis says PTFE. As does Cynical Steve. Welcome, Cynical Steve.
Hello, mate.
And Phil. Beyond Hope. Same stuff 3D printers now use to direct their filament through the hot end.
Filament.
Andy McLeish says, hello, Roger Beyonder. I don't know what that means. Lord Barkley III, 2 me is in. We still call him Lord Barkley III, 2 me. He changed his name like about 2 years ago. He got rid of the 2 me bit, but we still use it. I don't know. Lynn Dipple says she can't use Teflon around her birdie. She got a parity thing, little bird. So she can't use Teflon. Why can't you use Teflon around a bird? Is it because it would just go out the? Would it just bounce off the walls and whiz around like a ricochet?
If it goes on the thing that it's sitting on, it hangs upside down.
Would it just get on the thing and spin around?
Yeah, you could put your pan on the stove and wait till the bird lands on it and get a bit hot in it.
Oh, that's cruel. Spiddy Kurt was impressed with your wordage, Colin.
Good man, mate. You wouldn't believe how much time it took me to try and get my head around them words.
Oh yeah. What, like
PTFE?
How do you spell that? Who else have we got? We have we have. It's hard, this, isn't it?
You're
not
not
easy.
as good at this as Chris is. Chris
I
is
know.
professional.
We have Morgan Gaming is in. Welcome, Morgan Gaming. Some new names. I don't think we've seen you in the chat for this show before. Raging Bassist is in. Quick and efficiently. Yes, sure, Fox. We have Wendy H. Evening all. Dave Jones. Evening all. Ricardo Larman says good day. Welcome to you three. Michael Brown. Evening all. Everybody suddenly come in at the end. Michael Brown says evening all. And Dad is in. Dad, of course, is one of your mods. Mike Mountain over at Scaly Models. Your mods are lovely. They'll keep you safe. They'll protect you in the chat. They'll make sure you don't come to harm. But if you cross them, they'll burn you alive with a billion matchsticks. So don't cross them. Dad, for some reason, says I am Philip. I don't.
I think he was answering someone called Philip.
I think it's more funny when we ignore that fact and just say that I am Philip. I am Legend.
Raw.
Are you Legend? No, I am Philip.
Is that something
Philip...
like I'm Claudius? Or I'm Claudius.
Claudius. Don't. Philip Buck says lol, so I guess he responded to Philip Buck. So hello, Philip.
I was expecting the next comment from Philip Buck. I was going to take my earpiece back out again.
Okay. Philip Buck, lol. What? I don't get it. Osric 9000 says, I am here. Excellent. Who else do we have? Philip Buck, Simon Payne. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I had to give the wife a lift to work. She's a care nurse, so key worker. Do thank your wife for working during this time. Mm-hmm. And you get maximum free pass for being late for that. Mm-hmm. We don't mind at all. Philip Buck says, wet here and moist. Happy days, Emma. Sorry, I don't. Emma Jane Young is in. Oh, people are. I'm sure my comments are out of whack here. Emma Jane Young says, hi everyone, XX. Welcome, Emma Jane. Not seen you in chat before, but you're more than welcome. Beyond Hope asks a very important question. Very, very important. It's the most important question of the night. When did eModels start stocking Warhammer stuff? I already give all my hobby money to others. Now I have to give it to eModels. Last year, and I may have changed several pairs of pants when I announced it on the stream several times. So yeah, they've been stocking it for every year. They were about to get more stuff coming in about 3 weeks ago. You can guess what happened there. So yeah, there was more stuff due, like more paints and stuff due to come in up to a few weeks ago, but that's sort of stopped for the moment because Games Workshop have just closed everything. So there'll be more stuff coming in the future. Stay tuned. Mm-hmm. But yes, I'm afraid you have to buy all that now as well. Ricardo Alarman says, how is it with the Titanic, Ted?
Yes, it's here. If you missed the start, yeah, we've started on the hull. We've glued bits on it. We've even put the first photo etch on. I've started drilling the portholes and rapidly got bored, so I left it. So yeah. So there's, as I said, there's a video coming out tomorrow for part 1, opening the box and gluing things together.
You could have just actually sorted that entire answer down just to say yes.
Yes.
How is it coming
we
along?
have breaking news from Anders.
Oh yes,
He says it's B&B time, which obviously is bench and belly, which we haven't
Yep.
actually officially announced yet. But he
We're
does
a
say
bit
belly,
behind tonight.
no diet today.
Oh, good man.
Had a cheeseburger and fries for lunch, and a sandwich with meatballs, and some coffee and fruit.
Well,
Well, next he'll be
done.
telling us he's working on something different.
You
It's
could get out
end of
of
the
it.
world time, and you know things are strange because
Yeah. Get out of it by saying you're in isolation. You've got to keep your sustenance up, mate.
Oh,
And then it says on his bench he's got ants. I thought it meant like pigeons, but he's got lots of little annoying black ants on the bench. At first he thought they were for the alcohol and the acrylics thinner.
Yeah.
ant love forever.
Yeah, but finally tend to stick to the. Hey, that could be fun, couldn't it? Ants on your bench, you put a trail of PVA down and watch.
That'd be cruel. Cruel. We do not advocate animal violence on the eModels show.
Other ants are available.
Other ants, other small insect species. I think Lord Barkley asked a question about Star Wars models because Phil Lewis answered it for us. He says, I think eModels only stock the Bandai Star Wars kits that are being redistributed by Revell. I don't think K2SO is in that group. Yes, the Bandai Star Wars kits that eModels have are the Revell distributor ones because there's no official Bandai distributor in Europe apart from Revell. So, yes, the ones they have are they do the Revell kits, the Revell Star Wars kits, and they also do the Bandai kits, which in Europe are distributed by Revell, but it's not all of them yet. It's growing over time. So yes, it may turn up eventually if Bandai decide to distribute that to Revell. Where are we up to? Brian Windmill is in. Yes, where's Dave Cardboard? It's not the same with just one of them. So Brian Windmill is in. Simon Payne, I am writing lines, says Simon Payne. What have you done? What did you do? Are you in trouble? Phil Lewis asked me, and I you can't blame me for this. Phil Lewis asked me to do this.
Extrude.
I don't a long way away from your ear, and I still heard it.
I don't know how loud that is. If that's blowing people's speakers out, do let me know, and I'll keep doing it. Speedy Curate says close up right request and says the same thing, but I've just done it. Great minds, says Speedy Curate, so they both thought the same thing. Eri Styrene is in. Welcome, Eri Styrene. Model Maker Dave's Workshop. Hello all. Welcome, Model Maker Dave.
Colin's in the chat.
Use your mouth words.
He was in the chat just above Eric Graham, who said Chris would have been done 5 minutes ago, and that was about 5 minutes ago, and it still hasn't finished yet.
Yeah, but you know what? When Chris does this, everybody just shuts up. When I do it, where are we up to? So Eric Graham, he's in chat as well. Stephen Harris says, Anders, better to have ants on the bench than in your cheeseburger. Victor Mills, hi all, first time here, enjoying all, so welcome Victor. We've got quite a few new names in tonight, I like this.
Yeah.
Philip Book says, we love Dad. It says, Colin, I am Philip. Lynn Dipple says Colin, sorry, and Philip Book says, I am Philip. Everybody's Philip. I am your father.
I am Sparta.
And then my chat just refreshed. And I think that's where we're up to. Yes, I'm stopping now. Bye.
Yeah. Dad says, can we have Chris reading the chat, please? Yeah. Never mind.
Next week.
Yeah,
Next
that
week.
was very well done, Foxx. Very well done. I think. Yeah.
Actually, I think somebody else should do it next week, and you can all get the appreciation.
Oh, yeah, that's an idea. Yeah, we can all do it.
Yeah, I think Foxx should do it next week as well.
Yeah, it's Fox's turn next week. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. And then the week after it'll be someone else. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be Foxx the week after as well.
Yeah, that'd be his turn then, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
We'll do it
I
alphabetical.
I think we should take. I think we should take an immediate vote. All those in favour of Foxx doing it.
Well, I can only see one hand there, so the red Colin was too late. Colin was far too late, and Chris's hands weren't visible, so I'm sorry. I need to add a name, by the way. I said Brian Windmill was in. Where's Dave Cardboard? Dave Cardboard then says, biddy, biddy, biddy. If you're around in the 80s, you'll know what that means. Biddy, biddy, biddy. Biddy, biddy, biddy. Biddy, biddy, biddy. Colin, what you... have words.
Anyway, going back to Billy and the benches, it's been sort of started for us already. Andy McLean saying that bench was the Mustang shell, starting the Talieri F16A build. Billy, bacon-wrapped turkey with roast potatoes I think he means roast potatoes and roasted veg.
Who was that? Who was that? Who was that? I'm lost now.
That's Andy McLeish, just below Anders, where
Stephen Hill Harris says belly, rum and coke. That'll do.
Yeah.
Bench, ancient frog, Westland Lysander.
Bench, rum and coke.
Yeah,
Stephen Hill Harris said, "Oh no, I've just done the one." I'm trying to find the chat now.
Yeah, it's quite a gap between the what's in your belly.
Chrissy Mom 1001, welcome Chrissy Mom 1001 says belly chicken stir fry with egg noodles. I'm being interrupted.
No,
Hang on, you're going to be on camera.
got
what
some
you doing?
breaking news.
Hang on. I've got to mute my microphone for a second.
I shall do the Chrissy Mon 1001 then. Belly, chicken stir fry with egg noodles. Bench 132nd, Britain's diecast JCB mini digger. He's repairing the broken dipper arm pin. New additions to the bench as well.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Dave Jones, Belly's bacon sandwich, and on the bench is working on a Tamiya 114th Mercedes Arox Riper truck.
Just going back up a bit, Michael Jackerman comments on drilling the portholes. He says drilling the portholes is the fun part. Yeah, there's, I think, 1,116 portholes to do. I'm not doing them all.
No.
Yeah.
Jamie Bone says bench 135th Tacom Chieftain Mark V belly ham and jam sandwich.
Almond
jam. That's his
almond jam.
Cynical Steve says belly lamb samba curry with the poppadoms, onions, chutney, naan bread, onion rice, and a meat samosa. Oh, I need all of that in my face. Bench is Captain America Shield. No, sorry, it's a Diagostini Falcon issue 38, but very easy to mix them up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never got past issue 12 or 13.
Lynn.
Yeah, go on then. You do that, Chris.
Okay, I'll do Lynn. Belly, homemade chili, and of course a cream soda Dr Pepper. Bench
Ooh.
ready for an online test for her class.
Wait. What is this? What is this cream soda Dr Pepper?
Yeah, apparently Dr Pepper tastes different in America than it does here anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much about it because you'll never get.
I can't drink it. It's like cough mixture.
No, because like Dr Pepper is gorgeous, and I like cream soda.
Brilliant.
So
I love it.
comparing
the American
both,
one's
combining both of them. I need to experience this cream soda Dr Pepper that we don't. We only have Dr Pepper. We don't have anything else. Matt Bradford says belly and bench. And I said breakfast, bed and breakfast. Then belly and bench, chicken and bacon tagliatelle, and FX Catalina PBY. Is that a big? What scale is that? Is that big or small? I'm going to guess it's 1/72 scale.
Right, we're going down to Nat Williamson, who says from Lewis, belly iceberg lettuce with chicken tikka chicken slices with honey and mustard salad dressing. Chicken tikka slices with honey and mustard salad dressing, grated cheese, followed by quiche Lorraine, pickled onions, beetroot slices, and a pickled egg. I bet he's not got many friends for the next few days.
I thought you said squirty cheese then. I don't know why.
I quite like Anders says, every time Fox leans forward beside his screen, I've learned to hit the mute button.
Mute.
Yeah, it's a bit of a giveaway, isn't it?
Oh, where else we're going to?
People are screaming at Colin for being in chat again.
I don't know where we're up to in chat, so I'll just jump to the first one. Philip Prime says belly. Oh, sorry. Go on. Do you know it, Colin?
Nah, that's all right, mate. I was just letting you know where we was up to, geez.
All right. Philip Prime says belly Cornish pasty. All right, my babber. That sounds right. That is Cornish pasty, mashed taters, and baked beans. Bench is finished the Battle of Britain Hurricane build and starting a 135th Tamiya M4 Sherman and US infantry set. There you go, Tony. Ancient Roman underneath the Anglo-Saxon. Nice bit of sherd. I'm stuck on time team now. Sorry,
I can't believe that you've missed out the one from George Taylor, the most important one in there. He says belly, bacon, bacon, and more bacon, and bench, more bacon.
Oh, that's the best kind of bacon and belly. And
I
bacon,
was just impressed that Phil Harkin had joined us.
I know. All right, Tony. It's ancient Roman power conduit.
Eris Styrene, belly is a Mexican chicken and rice dish, and bench is a 1980 Jeep Honcho J10.
Ooh, Philip Buck says belly fish and chips, bench Panzer 2, Panzer 3, Cromwell 135th, all Tamiya. Thanks, eModels.
Nat says hers is belly, garlic, chicken Kievs with jacket potato. Bench,
1980s, hello.
Bench, the airbrush needs stripping, so working on my hedgehog. Just sewing up the shoes, body, and head.
I love that. Working on my hedgehog. Kitchen table modeler. We don't know where he does his work.
No.
It says belly Oriental spicy soup. Bench Revel 132nd Heinkel HE111.
With all the windows.
Alles die Window gefahren, ja, bitte frame und painting. Hey. Don't know where that came from.
Andy M says, Billy, gin and tonic. That's correct.
He's unbanned now. If he was banned before, he's not banned now.
New airbrush and a compressor delivered today. Oh, but yeah, you'd be sat there going, psh, psh, psh.
What you do is you put the gin in the airbrush.
That's an idea. Yeah, that's
but why not? Yeah, but you're just putting a middleman between the bottle and the mouth there, aren't you? Really?
Yeah, but mate, just think of the fun you could have.
Yeah, it'll vaporize it as well, won't it? So it'll hit the bloodstream faster.
Ted there tomorrow just saying to Mrs. Ted, "Yeah, I'm just adjusting the pressure, love."
Yeah.
No, Ted. What happens is right. Ted sits there and he's got his mask on like this, and he's got a tube coming out, and he's like, "What? No, you're supposed to have this tube coming in from the gin vat outside. What?
Yeah.
It's just a constant feed in his I just happen to have that there for the reasons."
I'm not saying nothing.
Because some of us, never mind, moving on. Phil Lewis says, a massive mixed salad with Melton Mowbray pork pie. I don't like pork pie.
Oh,
Yeah,
Melton Mowbray pork
Put
pie.
ketchup on it though.
Delicious ham. I used to also, in one of my old jobs, I used to write descriptions for estate agents of areas. Like describe a town for estate agents for like what the market would be like, and whenever I used to do Melton Mowbray, I deliberately didn't mention pork pies because I don't like pork pies, and they were like, "No, you have to mention pork pies if you write about Melton Mowbray." I'm like, "No, I'm not doing it." Anyway, Mahusive mixed salad with Melton Mowbray. I was looking at the microphone when I was talking, and I don't know why. I'm an idiot. Mahusive mixed salad with a Melton Mowbray pork pie, delicious ham from the local butcher. You mean not literally from the local butcher, because he might need that to walk around. And hard-boiled eggs with mayo. Bench steady progress on the Revel 196 Apollo 13 conversion.
oh nice.
So, yeah, I think that we're going to be seeing more salads when it comes to belly and bench in the next few months, because I think we're getting into salad season now, aren't we?
Oh,
well, I think
right.
I think to be perfectly honest, Ted, for the next 2 or 3 months, I think we're going to see lots of pasta, lots of rice, and lots of stag chili, and that's it.
Yeah, 101 things you can do with empty toilet rolls.
Is it just me, right, or is everybody else eating more eggs in the last 3 weeks than they have for most of their adult life? I've actually had
noodles, mate.
I've had so much egg chopped up in a cup over the last week that I've got a public health warning.
LD's had a full English with sausage, hash brown, black pudding, bacon, eggs, and toast. And tomatoes, and on the bench he's got a biggish Nurgle base.
Oh yeah, Nurgle. Right now, that's quite apt right now. The blessings
Regular
of
basis
Nurgle
asked the important questions. What kind of doctor is Dr. Pepper? Is he a real doctor?
He's the best kind of doctor. He's drinkable. He's delicious. Where are we? David Sanderson says, belly nothing, bench mobile tetanus unit. There's no response to that. Beyond Hope gives you some advice, Ted. He says,
"Oh yeah,
advice.
the Newlyn oil in the portals. I never considered that. Whatever Newlyn oil is,
It's Null oil. It's a Games Workshop shade. It's a dark colour, almost black.
And Lynn's
It's a wash, basically.
Lynn's giving you an update on the Dr. Pepper, by the way. She said it's a new flavour cream soda, Dr. Pepper, and it's.
I need it in my face. I need it in my face now. I bet we can't get it over here. It's like in Japan. If you go to Japan, there's like 80 billion flavours of Kit Kat.
Yeah.
In England, there's just Kit Kat.
Yeah.
I hate living in this country sometimes.
Oh, we're boring, aren't we?
I know. I'm sure we invented Kit Kats, and yet Japan get like green tea flavour, bacon flavour, road flavour, tree flavour, space flavour. We just get chocolate. There you go, done.
Eric says, Chris is in chat, no one bats an eye. Colin in chat, everyone goes crazy. They've got to be nice to me, it's my anniversary.
Yeah, they all gang up on me and pick on me. It's bullying.
Wait, when was Chris in chat?
I wasn't in chat, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yes, I saw
Cue the
that.
violins.
Yeah.
Reggie Basis says Newlyn oil equals magic in a bottle.
Ted, Null oil.
See, I don't even know how to say it.
Tim Young says, "Where's my mouse gone?" Tim doesn't say that. Tim Young says, "Belly Thai fish cakes. Ooh, are they sweet chili?" Mm. So I'm going to assume. I'm going to make it up. I'm going to say he's having sweet chili Thai fish cakes. There you go, with some pad Thai and a bit of the lemon rice and all that. He's having all of that. I've just decided he's having all of that.
Oh, yeah.
Bench various part completed aircraft and started today making a 1/144th Bosnian war scene with the UN Warrior IFV. Awesome.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah. Chris would be up for that, 1/44th scale.
Yeah, absolutely. I've just noticed Emma Jane Young says, my first ever belly and bench, so excited. Belly, Thai fish cakes, and jasmine rice. I'm assuming that this is probably related to Tim Young. They've got the same name and they're eating the same food.
So we need to explain, I guess. So welcome to both of you. I think we need to explain to Tim then that when we get the bench and belly, we don't really care about the bench bit. It's just the belly bit we're actually interested in. So when you do the bench and belly, write whatever you want for the bench bit, but we need all the details for the belly. We need to know all the foods on the plate, all the ingredients.
All the ingredients.
Yeah. So Emma Jane is having the Thai fish cakes and jasmine rice.
There you go.
And the bench is a Toon Tank King Tiger.
Oh yeah, them 2 tanks are cool. So Emma Jane knows what's going on with the bench and belly. So good girl.
Yeah. We can take if anything's homemade, we can take recipes and ingredients via email at ted@emodels.co.uk.
No. We can take packages with the frozen food.
Yeah,
in the
we
cooler
can
bag.
take food packages.
I don't want to do the cooking.
We could take a sample.
But 6 litres, that'd be a good sample size, wouldn't it?
Yeah. 4 cases of cream soda, Dr.
How many
Pepper.
cases? 4 cases.
4 cases.
Michael Jackman says, I haven't got the button for that. Full end. I can't do it. I can't even do it close.
I think he's got. You got the pigeons one I've done as well, haven't you?
Do what?
I think Chris has got the pigeons one I did as well.
I have, but I can't press buttons because it's not my thing. I can do the 4 candles, for forks.
You need to get more breathy and deep though, Chris, when you do the close-up stuff. You need to go
4 handles for forks.
So it gets into people, if they've got headphones on and I'm like literally in their ear and they're going, there's a thing in my ear.
Yeah, we may have been shooting videos for Chris's buttons.
Don't you talk about Chris's buttons on time?
Button shall be returning.
Does my button look big in this? Are we in a really silly mood? We are in a really silly mood tonight, aren't we?
Yeah.
Michael Jackman says, as I started about half an hour ago, belly large big daddy rump steak. I don't know what that is, but I need it in my life.
Yeah.
I can imagine it. Just the name, I can imagine it.
Is that one of them steaks that just hangs over the edge of the plate?
Yeah, it's just somebody slapped the backside of the cow and stuck it on the plate.
Isn't it? Go give it an hard enough clump and it moves back at you.
So anyway, belly large big daddy rump steak, mushrooms, sweet corn and fries, a bench, new project, he says in capitals, Airfix 172nd MEBF 110C. Cool, awesome. I need that big steak now. Now here's a very important question for all of you guys. How do you have your steaks? I'm a blue man myself.
What, like Smurf?
Yeah, smack its backside and stick it on a plate. There you go.
No, I like medium rare, which is just barely acceptable. Yeah.
Yeah, rare for me. Yeah, I quite like mine rare. Yeah.
What about you, Cole?
Not quite blue, but at least warmed up.
I like mine like a 1980s comedian, a little bit blue, something for the deads. You know what I mean? What about you, Cole? Don't know where that just came from. How about you, Cole? How do you like your steaks?
Mine, I like them blue, mate.
Good girl.
Yeah,
Good
I
girl.
mean, many a time I've been in a restaurant and asked for a blue steak, and they go and get the chef, don't they? And it's like, you sure, mate? It's like, yeah, I want it blue. I want it one step from being able to revive it.
I want it to almost be breaching health and safety, but not quite.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and I saw, a nice blue steak. Oh, mate, it's nectar.
I just make it so blue. I'm sitting there going, "Yay, worms!"
Yeah, people sort of go, "How can you eat it like that?" It's just what you're used to, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dave Carwood has an interesting question. He says, "What is this thing, salad? Is it that thing on the side of the plate that stops the steak falling off?"
I think it's that stuff you get
framed for meat.
I think when you get a curry, it's that stuff that comes in a little bag.
Yeah.
You know the stuff where you get the lemon to drizzle on the chicken chat and then you throw the rest of it away. Mark Scope says, Dr. Pepper can get it with vanilla at Five Guys. And then he says, but not in a lockdown. Quano Man says belly cow bench blood. Ew. And then Simon Payne says, I have just made myself a chicken, bacon, and leek omelette, and I have Vosper MTB, 124th Mozzie, and a 148th B17 making most of this time. 124th Mozzie is massive.
Yeah, I like the sound of the MTB as well.
Yeah. Is that a massive big, not a massive big tank, is it? It's a massive...
massive torpedo boat.
A massive torpedo, but not a massive big tank.
I know, if it's a boat, then it's got to be moist, and it's got to be a moist torpedo boat.
Fine.
Oh no! Wait! Oh,
Got ya.
Yeah. If you say the word, I'm gonna have to do it. Are we in a really? People may have noticed we are in a really. The thing is, right, because we've all been stuck indoors. We're all a little bit nuts right now, so it kind of comes out on camera that because we're not going anywhere. We're full of beans and energy. So if we're all a bit hyper tonight. Well, it's normal for me anyway. But
this is the most other people that I've talked to for ages.
I know.
Before Ted came on, you two were bullying me and picking on me.
With good reason, but we're not going to tell people why, because I said I wouldn't.
No, they'll all hate me, mate, and they'll all start sending me emails.
Because we could discuss it, but you would become a pariah of the highest order.
Yeah, so I would be ostracised by everyone in chat, and I can.
Yeah. Moving on.
Beyond Hope says, time to welcome everyone to the tonight's modelling stream, courtesy of eModels restaurants.
Yes. Yeah. If you can't eat out, we'll do it for you, virtually, in our minds.
If eModels did food.
If eModels did food, we'd all be dead by
side of the door, giving it the full Gordon Ramsay bit with a frying pan.
My chat has jumped a bit, and I
I've just
can't be
lost the
bothered to
chat.
go up and read the bits I missed.
Tell you what, I found a picture on the internet the other day, and I'll share it with you. I'll show you what it was, and ask if anybody had one of these.
While he's trying to find it, James Chapman says belly chicken and club pizza, chicken club pizza even, chips and wow, hang on, gin. I'll read that once again for those watching in black and white. James Chapman says, belly, chicken club pizza and chips bench deciding what to build next for Lego City. Probably a criminal of some sort, I would suspect, for Lego, or a copper. It's always a criminal or a copper. Are you there yet, Ted?
Why are you looking at me when you're saying it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all ready. It takes us back a little bit to the subject of retro cars, and I saw this, and I hadn't seen one of these for ages, and I just wondered if anybody in chat had one, or did your dad have one? So if you lock it on me, I'll share.
It's locked on you. Don't you worry. I'm already there.
Yeah. So there we go. We share the screen. So,
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
God, you could have warned me.
Yeah, my dad had one, mate, but it was the Ambassador that he had.
Was that the Wolvesy? Was it the Wolvesy?
Is that...
Austin did the Princess, and then it became the was it Austin Morris Ambassador?
Yeah,
I had an Allegro.
I had an Allegro.
I had a friend who had an Allegro as well, but these were like.
Is this the Princess? Isn't the Van den Plei's? It's just the Princess.
I think it's just the Princess. Yeah, the suspension on them was like the big American cars, wasn't it? You got seasick.
Yeah, hydroelastic, wasn't it?
Why is it every time I see one of these, I have the Terry and June theme in my head? I don't.
Well, yeah, it was Terry and June car, wasn't it?
It's just a Terry and June car, isn't it? It's like, oh dear Lord.
1970s mustard brown, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was it. They were either brown or golden. This must have been quite a rare one in blue.
It's top end one, Ted. It's got the old vinyl roof and everything, mate.
I was going to say that's like plus 1 point. It's got the vinyl roof, which is what Caprice had. But
vinyl roofs. I don't know if the next car has a vinyl roof on it. Hang on, look at that.
Oh, I've got a bit moist.
Vinyl roofs on cars.
Moist.
Yeah, Mark III Cortina.
That is my dream car. If I ever win the lottery, I will get one of those, and I'll pay someone to restore it to factory condition with a modern engine, and I will drive it everywhere. Big old hairy Cortina. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Oh.
You had to buy a special product from Halfords to clean the vinyl roof, because once it got sort of ingrained with dirt, they sort of went white, didn't they?
That is the sexiest British car ever made.
Sweeney Granada, mate.
Yeah, nah, it's that, mate. It's that Cortina, Mark III Cortina. Nothing beats that. It's the most American car we ever made, and we got it exactly right. Every car after that was
I had the GL version. This is the GXL.
That's
yeah, mine just had the single headlight. but
Oh, right, yeah, that's got the twins in it. Yeah,
I've
no
gone a little
headrest.
bit moist now.
there's something about the motors though with the vinyl roofs in it. It's just like bring them
The thing-
back, bring back
thing-
vinyl roofs.
Yeah, the thing that makes that Cortina the Mark III though is the Coke bottle curve. It's the curve at the back on the haunch. That's what makes it. It's just
Because they started off with all the curves like this, then they went square, didn't they? They were the Mark II,
Yeah.
and then they went back to the Mark III. They put the curves in them again.
Yeah,
Now.
Yeah.
Beyond Hope does ask. Michael Jackman first of all says he has a brown princess with the hydro suspension. It went to the Great Rust Bucket in the sky.
Yeah, they did.
Beyond-
They were rusty when you bought them.
Yeah, Friday. They were all Friday night cars whenever they were made. Friday afternoon cars. Beyond Hope says question: Cortina or Capri?
Oh, hang on.
Oh no, not that one. Oh, you got the wrong one. Oh, you got the 80s Capri. Oh, you got the laser, didn't you?
Yeah, I was thinking that this one is Sweeney, and this one is Bodie and Doyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're comparing Cortinas and Capris, it's hard because the Cortina in the 70s wasn't as good as the Capri in the 70s wasn't as. I don't know. I prefer the 70s Capri as well. I think
Was that the Capri S? But,
that's the later, that's the early 80s one. That one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that's 280 injection, says Zadster. But if you're comparing the 70s Capri, the Mark II, I think it was, to the Cortina Mark III, that's a tougher choice. I don't know. I'd probably go for the Cortina still, I think, because it's Cortina.
Yeah, Phil Lewis says Capri Mark 1 or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, could have been. Yeah, they were all basic them days. The cars. Hang on, I'll flip through. Apologies if you see something else that you think, oh, but who had one of them in the car?
Oh,
I saw an Atari. I'll get
Wait, hang
excited
on.
about that.
was that a choke? Oh, choke handle. Good God.
I remember chokes.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
dear.
kids of today don't know what that is.
Yeah,
You
they
don't
don't
know
know
you
what that
lived.
symbol means.
Or how to use it. Yeah, on a cold morning, you pulled it too far out, and you spent the next 10 minutes trying to get your car, wait for your car to unflood.
And if you don't do it enough, you do bunny hops all the way down the road.
yeah, you have to push it in gently. She said. There you are. That's what I flew past before. But yeah.
Never had a 2600.
Yeah,
I always wanted one.
I think that was the first one. That's the first games console I had. That was,
Yes, you read that right. You heard that right, folks. Ted had a games console.
I think I noticed. I thought it was
I had a Binatone 10 in 1.
2600. That.
Yeah, we had a Binatone. It was orange and black, and it had like it might be the same one. Was it orange and black, Cole?
Orange and black, mate. Yeah, that
Oh,
was
we
it.
had the same thing. We're console buddies.
yeah. This one. These pads over here were for playing Pong.
Yeah, just one game.
Yeah.
And these were for all the other technical games. I think I actually had, believe it or not, a Star Trek game.
Oh,
Star Wars.
Do you know how you can remember what things felt like? In my mind now, I can feel exactly the rubber sleeve on that joystick stick. I can feel the little sort of recessed panel line down each corner. Oh, I can feel it in my brain.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and the games were like massive, weren't they? They were like 8 tracks. And then you had to adjust these, whether it was black and white or colour.
Cynical Steve says, back in the valleys, when I was a teen, everyone had a Capri. I went a bit Welsh there, but for obvious reasons. Everyone had a Capri. I don't know why, but that's just, it is just a Welsh car, isn't it? The Capri was just, if you went anywhere in Wales in the 80s, everyone had a Capri.
Yeah.
Wasn't it a web of Ford trying to bring the Mustang over here? Or...
Yeah, but it just got, unfortunately. This is why I like the Cortina, because the Cortina kind of it worked. That was proper American styling, and it looked it. But the Capri was like, But I think wasn't the Capri one of the first global cars?
Yeah,
it was one of the first ones where they did the same in America and in Europe and the UK. And that was one of the first ones, was the Capri, that was like a pan-European design. Because nowadays, you know, the Ford Mondeo is the same in every country, and so is the Escort and all the other Fiestas. But in those days, the British Fords were different to the American Fords until I think the Capri was one of the first ones.
Yeah, we got the Ford Capri, and the Australians got the Ford Falcon that was the Interceptor in Mad Max. It's like, yeah, I know what one I'd rather have had.
Yeah. But I think the Capri, if I remember rightly, that was the first sort of global Ford car when they started. The whole global thing.
Vincent's saying there that it was sold in the US as the Mustang's baby brother, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Beyond Hope says a question. He says, "Are these pictures clues to Ted's what's in store for later?" Is it meant to be Ted's what's in store?
No,
No,
he did
it's-
last week.
Ted did last week.
I was going to say I've got a what's in store for this week. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
but there is a car in it, and it is a. I didn't get excited by these cars in the 80s. The car that I've put in what's in store is actually one that I always wanted but never got. But you can see that in a little while. We'll get to the what's in store in a minute.
Yeah.
Carry on, Ted. Carry on.
Yeah, I just thought it was an idea that I might put in every now and again. Did you have one of these type sort of?
No, it was good, mate. Not nostalgia.
Wow, hang on, wait, Jim. That sentence just didn't work, did it? It's a section that you can take from two angles. It's, were you a kid in the 80s? In which case, in Britain, in which case, fantastic, you remember all this. Or if you weren't, here's what we had in the 80s in Britain when we were a kid in the 80s. The truly international segment.
So yeah, I'll try and do it again. Not every week, but maybe I will slip it in and we'll see. Did you have one of these, or did you remember this?
We like to call it the what you missed or what you wish you'd missed in the 80s, depending on where you live in the world.
And look at what we had. Yeah.
Yeah. Lynn Dipple had a 1974 Chevy Blazer 4x4. Ford Mondeo wasn't sold in the US, says Eric. I thought they were, because it was the Mondeo. It was the world, unless it was just Europe.
I think,
It was called something else, I think.
The next car after that batch was the Sierra, wasn't it? Remember that jelly mold?
I used to have a Sierra. I used to drive a big 4 or 5-door Sierra, and it was. I got it in like the mid 90s, and you know what? It was a brilliant car. This big dashboard that went on for like miles. I had to phone up to talk to the passenger. Hello. I love my Sierra.
Beyond Hope says, in the 80s, you were either a Commodore 64 or a Spectrum owner, never both. I didn't have either. I had a BBC Model B. I was an educational version.
Hey, it was bad as mine, mate. You had a Dragon 32. Like, what the hell's that? Dragon 32, what?
I was inspired to the Sinclair Spectrum.
At least it wasn't a VIC 20.
Yeah. No, I had our first computer in this house was an Atari 400. And then was a Spectrum. Went through the Spectrum family later on. Where are we? This one. Mark Scope says, I've still got the scars on my backside welded to the PVC backseat of a Cortina. Yeah.
Yeah, remember when you used to get in them on a hot sunny day in your shorts and your t-shirt?
Yeah. You know who else has those same scars? Series 3 Land Rover owners. We have the same fake faux leatherette plastic covered Yeah, that was us.
Mm.
And don't forget, of course, Series 3 Land Rover is basically a greenhouse with wheels on it, so it was even worse for us.
Anyway, I think it's about time we did go across to Chris for his what's in store for this week.
Oh, yeah, I have the what's in store prepared. I'll let Fox do his twiddly bit first and the click and thing and see if he goes the right way.
I mean, the bit you've just done.
No, the bit with your click and drag and refresh stuff.
Okay. Yes, this is the what's in store section. For some reason, Ted was back to front then. What was that then? Ted flipped round. How did you flip yourself round, Ted?
What did I do?
You flipped round the other way.
No, you didn't. It must be your eyes.
Weird. Anyway, yes, this is the what's in store section, where at the moment we're offering special prize, and it's a special prize that's actually available to everybody. We're doing this for the last few weeks, and it's going to be going on for a while until obviously the whole chocolate Velociraptor 19 Pandemonium has passed. But right now, you can win absolutely nothing, but only the finest absolutely nothing you can win. This is the what's in store section. Chris will avail you with goods in the fine eModels store. Things that are either new in store or funky or things that caught his attention. There will be a theme to his choices though. And what you need to do is you need to watch with your eyes and listen with your ears carefully to the words on the screen and see if you can figure out what the theme is. It's really easy this week. See if you can figure, even I got it. See if you can figure out what the theme is. And then don't say in chat though. If you know what the theme is, don't say anything. Keep it quiet. And then when Chris is done, he'll come back and we'll switch back to his pretty face and he'll say, that's what's in store. What is the theme? go. And as soon as he says go, the first person in chat with the correct answer will win.
Absolutely.
Absolutely nothing.
This is
Yes.
what you could have won.
Yes. Normally you win a mug, but we're not doing that right at the moment for obvious reasons, and also because they're probably not in stock anyway. They all went out to people that won them last time. But yes, if you'd like to win, all we need to do is wait for Chris to come out and then say what the theme is in chat. There's always a lag between the video and the chat right now, though, so before you do anything, you need to hit the refresh button, which is up there. If you're on a decent browser like Chrome, it's up there. Just press that refresh button and then drag the slider all the way across on YouTube so you're up to date. So you refresh and drag, refresh and drag. That's what you need to do. Bye.
And Hans Eriksson just point out there, remember that eModels do what they can to deliver normal orders. They do the best to try and bring you nothing.
Yep.
At this time.
Yes. Now, unfortunately, Google's suddenly decided that right now would be a good time for Phil. No, who's Phil? For Colin, for Chris to go low quality. So I don't know why that's really annoying, but I can't refresh, unfortunately.
It seems that everything's all over tonight.
Oh,
Actually,
well,
I think I
shall-
can refresh if you give me a second.
I shared my screen to give you something to look at. So
See, that looks all right. Does that look all right to everybody? Is that nice and clear?
it looks fine for me, but I'm looking at the actual thing.
Yeah. People in chat, does that look clear? Is that gritty and horrible? Is it clear for you? I think it should be all right. It looks clear at my end, so might be all right.
Oh well, we'll start with this one then. If you can't see it, then you'll have to listen to the words.
Listen to the words.
The first one in this week's What's in Store is the Revell 1400 RMS Titanic, the 100-year anniversary gift set. It's a little bit smaller than the one Ted's doing,
Not as big as this one.
or bigger. It's a different scale. What? Yes, yours isn't 400 scale, is it, Ted? Yours is different.
Mine's twice as size.
Yes, this
Ted's
is half the size of
1/200
Ted's.
scale.
So yes, quite a bit cheaper as well, but it's not as good. But there we go.
Sell it, Chris. Sell it.
So
You could do the proper one that Ted's doing, or you could do the slightly budget version, which is still quite a decent bit. It's got 262 parts to it, so that's quite a lot.
It's not an old kit either. It's only like 9 years old. This is a fairly recent.
I have no other pictures of it to show, but
strangely enough, I sort of seeing this around the internets and things like that as I've been looking up for the Titanic sort of history and things like that. There has been mention of this model, this very model, the Revell one, and it has had some quite good reviews on it.
Mm. I mean, I think the Titanic I made many years ago was like an old Airfix or something, and it was kind of garbage. But this is only 9 years old, so it's a kind of recent tooling. It's not an old tooling, so it should be pretty good. The one thing we have found over the years is that Revell do actually do some good boat kits.
Oh yeah.
yeah, this is the gift set, so it does come with, in theory, everything you need. Although I'm not sure that there's enough black paint.
Yeah,
And I don't think there's
alright.
iceberg either.
Yeah, you might have to get a few more paints for it, but
Warning:
it
North
gives you a good
Atlantic
start.
not included.
And the second item today is the Hasegawa 177 Mitsubishi F2A, the 3 squadron. I don't know what the 3 squadron is, but the 60th anniversary of the 3rd squadron of the 3 squadron.
Third squadron of the
Third squadron,
army of the Air Force. The Air Force.
The Air Force.
Which one?
Yes.
Just the Air Force.
And that's all the information we have on it. That's what it is. So yes, if you want to build a 172nd Hasegawa Mitsubishi F2A, that's that.
Beyond Hope says, "Can someone clip Ted saying mine's twice the size so Foxx and Chris can have another button?"
Oh,
I don't
mine's
have more
twice
button
as size.
capabilities, unfortunately. I'm
Yeah,
sure
we
Chris
don't need
can
that.
sort that. Yeah.
Item 3 this week is the one that everyone has to go out and buy.
Yeah, you always have to go and buy item 3, whatever it is.
Is the Tamiya 1/10 Avante Black special radio controlled car.
How can it be 1/10 scale? There's no real thing to compare it to.
It,
Unless it's just based on the size of the dude in the cockpit.
yeah, I mean, there's people in there and things.
There's like a load of people in there.
So yeah, this is a special edition. It's a high performance forward drive off road racer.
A lot of people don't realise that Tamiya, one of the big things they're known for, more than plastic model kits, is actually remote control stuff.
Absolutely, I used to have one, or actually 2 of their radio control cars. Yeah.
What did you have? I had the Frog.
These are,
I-
yeah, they're pretty good radio control kits then, because they are quite rugged and you can really throw them about as such.
They go pretty quick. This one comes with the motor, but doesn't have the radio receiver and servers and servos and stuff. Because if you're into RC, you've probably already got them anyway.
Yeah. Tammy is actually involved in a lot of leagues and championships as well. So a lot of that pro RC use things like Tamiya cars and things.
I'm pretty sure eModels do still supply the controllers and things like that as well, though. But you have to sort them out separately.
Controllers and things are not that expensive these days. You can find a pretty good 4 to 6 channel one for quite a reasonable price. It's that long since I've been into it. They were expensive when I was in it, but the price has really dropped now that the Chinese are making them.
Yeah,
but apart from Japan, Tamiya's Japanese. So.
Right, nipping through to the fourth item today, we have another Hasegawa, the Eggplane F-15 Eagle, which is they're just fun. The Eggplanes are great. They're funny, amusing, and easy to build.
I think the egg planes, the Hasegawa egg planes, you actually need to glue them together, unlike the main type kits where you have to wear the clip fit. Push fit or whatever they're called. You do need some glue to put these together because Skylar's got one somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's got the F4 Phantom. That's it.
If I remember rightly, you do get 2 kits in this box as well. I can't.
It comes with 2 decal options. I don't know about 2 kits though, but it might well be. Yeah, this is a special livery. 2 sets of special decals. Doesn't mention 2 kits, but you never know.
It's in the box in brackets in the description at the top, buddy.
Limited edition Part 2 Eggplane series. Oh, including 2 kits, it says down there. Yes.
There we go.
There you are. So there are indeed 2 in there.
Awesome sauce. Yeah,
you can do one in the special livery and one in the normal one.
They're just good, silly fun, those.
Oh, yeah.
The penultimate one tonight is Antank.
Did you just say
the Academy 135th, normally 70th anniversary M10 GMC? Is that's great, massive
General Medical
cannon.
Council? Yeah, General Medical Council tank that.
Might be, yeah.
Did you say penultimate?
He did.
You did. You used a big word.
That's quite a posh word for an eModels live stream.
I know.
Right, that's that. That's that one. Yeah, US Army M10. Quite a nice little kit.
Nice.
More pictures there. It's 195 millimeters long and 87 millimeters tall.
Does it say if it has a full interior, or is it just the full turret interior?
It looks like a turret interior, but don't think it's got full interior to the rest of it.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
I should know a little bit of history about these, but I don't. I do know that they were quite prevalent in the Normandy landings, usually used as tank busters and mobile artillery more than a tank as such.
There are, I mean, it's one of those tanks that when you think of World War II in American, you think, oh, it's a Sherman or a Patton. But these are one of the tanks that is like, these are around as well.
Yeah.
Variant of.
I might stand corrected. People in chat will know. I'm sure these were issued to the British as well. I'm sure some regiments had them on the British side as well.
Mm-hmm.
Vincent and Mr. Lowest Model. Sorry, go on.
I was saying Vincent's in the chat. He'll know.
Vincent actually says, no, Chris, that's a tank destroyer. Hashtag Captain Semantics.
I have no idea. The last one I've got today is the car that I was mentioning, the Lamborghini Countach.
No, we didn't have them in the 80s.
They look lovely.
Mate, we all had a poster of that on the wall along
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, no, we didn't have them
next to it.
Yeah.
It's 1/24th. It's the 25th anniversary edition. For the final version, 25th anniversary Lamborghini improvements, and yeah, there's quite a lot of parts to that.
Wait, does that mean the Lamborghini Countach was still going in like 1995? That's crazy because to me it was an 80s car.
It is mental.
I didn't realise they were still going in 95.
I like the extra air intakes on the back there. The old ones didn't used to have them.
So that makes me really old because then not only was the Countach a car that was there when I was a kid and I idolised, it was also there when I was a working man. Oh God.
That's that. There we go. I shall stop sharing my screen. I'll come back on. I shall see here and say, what's the theme for your chance to win big packet of absolutely nothing with no packet.
Uh,
Go.
Yeah, I think as a special prize this week, everybody that answers should get one because we're on lockdown.
Yeah.
The first one is James Chapman saying anniversary. Indeed, it's an anniversary one. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Well done, James. You've won absolutely nothing whatsoever.
Well
Yep.
done.
Make sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of people winning nothing tonight
Yeah,
as
a
well.
lot of people win nothing. James does, Nat does, Anders, Lynn, Amen,
Yep.
Sniggle Steve, Philip Buck does say the Achilles was the British version. I don't know.
Yeah, that was
I just
right.
pick them out because they look nice.
The name of it, that was it.
I think what we'll do is we'll get James, mate, tomorrow, instead of doing everybody's orders that he's got to pack and pick and send out, we'll get him to stop doing that, and we'll get him to spend a couple of hours just packing up absolutely nothing for everybody, and we'll get everybody sent nothing. Post haste.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, well, Pete, I've got to pack all this. I've got to pack nothing for the show last night. Those
I've got to
guys.
send nothing. I've got to send nothing out today, Pete. It's
Yep.
really busy.
Anders is happy. He managed to figure out one of Chris's what's in stores.
Yay!
Mhm.
right.
Don't forget though, there might be a slight delay in the postage in getting things to you, but nothing will arrive as soon as the DPD van drives past.
Because at the moment it's really hard to actually get hold of no packing
Yeah,
and no shipping documents to
Yeah.
put nothing in. So
it's on short supply. But if you see, as I say, if you see the DPD van drive past, nothing has just been delivered.
I'll tell you what, trying to wrap no packing with no tape is a real pain in the bum.
Yeah, you can't get your
Yep.
finger on it. You can't get your finger to hold the string down.
And he
either.
says an envelope of hot air without the envelope, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Emma Jane Young says it's Tim and I's wedding anniversary on Sunday. Happy anniversary, hubby. Happy anniversary, you two. Yep.
Happy anniversary.
Mhm.
I bet you've not
Zasta
been
says,
as many years as I have.
Zasta says, be thankful it's not Fox sending out nothing then. It could take months. Yeah, I'd take forever to send things out. I'm rubbish. I've still got people from like last May who won a sticker on my live streams. I've not sent the stickers out. Yes. Yeah, sorry about that. Moving on.
Grey Wolf says, what's the conversion rate between the British nothing and the American nothing? It's about 2% at the moment, but the interest rate has just dropped.
Did nothing.
Aries says the delivery driver will still find a way to damage it.
Yeah. Beyond Hope. No, they don't use Hermes. Beyond Hope says.
If you're waiting for your nothing and it hasn't turned up, check over the back gate because they may have just locked it over into the garden.
Yeah.
Check
Maybe your next door neighbours.
Yeah. Beyond Hope says, gang, can we request the prices virtual to protect our postal workers? I feel the need to see absolutely nothing in my email inbox.
Yeah, not a
tell you
bad
what,
idea. Yep.
Do you know who would love nothing in their email inbox right now? James, mate, would love nothing
Yeah,
in
bless
the
him.
e-models in mailbox.
We can
Remember
also,
we said at the start, guys, they've got so many orders coming in at eModels, and they've got so many emails coming in saying, where's my order, and all these other things. If you place an order, do expect it to be slightly delayed, either because they've got so many orders to pick and pack, or because the mail and postage services are also behind and taking forever. Please try and avoid sending a mail saying, where's my package and where's my order, because it just adds to the inbox, and then that's a never-ending chain. And if James spends time answering emails, he's not packing and picking orders.
So remember, stay at home and don't email James.
Yeah.
Obviously, when all this is over, feel free to send as many cakes to James as you want.
Yeah. It's mostly because they are working on a very reduced skeleton staff to comply with the government wants online businesses to stay open, but they also have to abide by the health and safety for minimum contact and stuff. So they're on a reduced staff, so they're doing their best to get things out as quick as possible. So if you can avoid unnecessary emails, please do, because time spent emailing is time not picking and packing orders and sending them out to you guys. So be sensible with your emails.
Cool. We've got about 10 minutes to clear up. What do we normally do now?
Nothing.
I don't know.
I know, sing. Is it song time? No.
Now for some light music from your sponsor.
Paul Horner says if the packaging is damaged, chances are nothing has been stolen.
Yep.
Yeah.
We can always send you a virtual picture of the mug.
We'll just send him a virtual picture of nothing. But the thing is, it's a good job none of our viewers are actual quantum physicists, because they will tell you there's no such thing as nothing. They might realise it's all a big sham, because a quantum physicist will tell you there is no such thing as nothing.
No, that's a good point.
Nothing does not exist.
There's always something.
Anders Ericsson's saying there, James is always worth a cake. He does a good job. Yeah.
That's
It's not
indeed.
just James, mate, but I don't know if it might not just be James in the store. I don't actually know who's actually working there right now, but because they can only have people a certain distance apart, you can't have 10 people in the warehouse working because it's technically illegal. So I don't think it's probably just James on his own, but they will be on a skeleton staff.
Doing it on a rotor, aren't they? I think.
Yeah.
But, I wonder how they do that in because it's such a small store. I'm going into aisle A. Okay, I'm in aisle B.
Well, you think of the chaos us lot caused when we turned up there. It's like,
Yeah. I think the current rota would have to be something like 3 days on, 3 days drunk, 3 days on, 3 days. Yeah. But they were James did tell us that they had literally the number of orders they get in a week, they got in a day, and they're getting that every day purely because we're all stuck at home and we're all thinking, I'm going to be stuck at home for the next 6 months. I need to buy all the kits and all the paints and all the glues and all the things, which is brilliant. And they say in their blurb, it's brilliant as a business because they're selling loads of stuff, which is fantastic. But of course, it's all at the same time, so they are doing their best to get through it. So you will get your orders. They are sending out an email when you place your order, and you will get an email confirmation when your order posts out. And the emails you will get will explain everything as well. So it will say, thanks, we've got your order. It's shipping out. So just be patient and give it time to get processed. Nobody will get forgotten.
I think it's a case as well because we've been spamming YouTube with all our videos and things. People have go, oh, I've got that model in their loft. I'll go and have a look. So they find this battered old Airfix box, blow the dust off it. Oh yeah, I could get some
mind you
stuff.
saying that, all our stashes are going to be somewhat thinner by the time we're done, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, as you know, last week when I did the loft out, I discovered that actually I have a stash. But
the horror.
I won't be getting round to it till I've done this.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're still not getting anywhere in your stash then, basically.
Lynn, I know that you you won your digger back in January, but I would think I will mention it to James, but I think your digger's probably stuck somewhere in the US mail somewhere.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would have been sent out fairly soon after that, but obviously now it could be anywhere.
Yeah. Good old USPS.
Well, customs are sort of quite strict at the moment, aren't they, with international arrivals and things? So it could just be.
I remember when we sent a parcel off to Adam in the US, and we could track it on the map. It sort of went. He lives around about New York, and it went all the way up to the north, and it came all the way back again. Then went all the way out to the west and came back. Yeah.
Andy McLeish says, my postie delivered my Tamiya masking tape today, and I waved thanks through the window, and she did a little happy dance.
Oh.
And Beyond Hope says, I can understand, met some couriers at the door, and they looked almost panicked that I was going to be face-to-face with them. Always keep the door shut until they're happy. We've actually got a big sign on the door that says, we're in lockdown, we're in isolation, put the things in the porch, ring the bell, close the door, walk back to the end of the driveway, and wait. So that's how it works.
Yeah, I have a drop box outside my house because obviously getting to the door is difficult. So
yeah. But I made sure to put our little thing on the door in a big yellow piece of card with big red text.
Is it written in bold?
Yeah, I wrote it in big fat bold, and it basically says, "Danger of death. Walk away. give me all the treats first."
Yeah. Walk back to your van. Slowly back out. What else is going on? Parcels, as it says, parcels often go to the Memphis parcel hub, then Chicago. I think that's where our parcels went to Adam, didn't they?
Yeah.
They went everywhere else but where he was.
But it may just be Phil, it may just be that it's stuck somewhere in transit. But at the minute, it's the kind of thing we probably have to maybe get James to sort of chase up.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be able to sort it out, but it won't be quite yet.
Yeah, because obviously it'll be at the back of the queue. So
it's just on hold with obvious things going on for a quarantine period. I don't know.
Yeah, and obviously we don't have any favour with eModels. Our emails go in the same pot and read and dealt with at the same time as everybody else's. So we're all in the same boat, I'm afraid.
Aye.
Right.
We'll get it sorted. Don't worry.
Right.
Was that the Israeli death tank thing that she won? The big thing with the.
She says something about a digger.
Was it the big Israeli digger thing?
It was.
Yeah, wasn't it the digger on the transporter, the 1/35th scale?
Yeah, the idea thing, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the one that looks like something out of the Death Guard,
yeah.
but with less
With
spikes.
all, it's a big digger with all the bar armor around it.
It's basically a plague burst crawler with less spikes and no gun.
It would have looked good warhammered, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sure it would. Anyway, is there anything else for you guys tonight? Anything from the guys in chat? Remember, I've got to stay here for an extra 3 minutes tonight
Yeah.
because of
I'll just say cheers, Lee. I've just seen your message in there, mate. Much appreciated, buddy.
We didn't actually decide about next week, did we? Or did we?
Yeah, are we doing one next week? 'Cause it's bank holiday, isn't it?
Oh yeah, bank holiday next week.
It's one of those strange. It's bank holiday, but at the moment, pretty much every day feels like a bank holiday anyway.
Yeah.
I've got an idea, but I won't put it out public at the moment.
Hang on, lads. I've got an idea.
I'll have a word with the guys backstage just before we all disappear tonight after the show, and we'll see what we can do. We might do something else. Yeah, we won't be here next Monday. We'll take a day off ourselves, but we might have something lined up in the meantime.
So keep an eye on the YouTube channel and the Facebook page and everything, and whenever anything happens, you'll find out there.
An idea for just something a bit lightheartedness. It won't be quite the same format as we've got on the show tonight, but it's all for a bit of fun, just to keep ourselves occupied.
Simon Payne's got a quick question. Can I ask? He said, "Are eModels okay with stock?" As far as I know, they're getting deliveries still, but
yeah, I think they're aware of, like everyone else. It's the stock coming from overseas and things like that that has to be dealt with, and also the suppliers. Whether the suppliers themselves are actually on lockdown or whether the suppliers themselves have actually got staff. So, but I think, yeah, they're going to be all right and they're getting things in.
Do keep in mind, of course, that we don't actually work for eModels, so we wouldn't know anyway, specific stuff like that. We do this from the goodness of our hearts. So we're not actually employed by them. We don't work in the premises, so we don't see that side of the business. But basically, the golden rule with eModels is if it's on the website, it's in stock. If it's not in stock, it's not on the website. If you can see it, snag it.
Yeah.
So it's not yours till you check it out.
Slap it in your Ted. Do it.
Also, have a think about those essentials that you need. Things like glue, paint, things like that. Never mind about the kits. It's all this sort of consumables that you're going to get through within the next couple of weeks because we don't know what's going to happen to the postal service. Things come through the mail, things like that. Syringes, files, sanding sticks, things like that you might not be able to get in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, and if you do find something there's not much stock on the website, it's because they've filled the entire warehouse with toilet paper and they're selling that instead.
Yeah.
eModels printed toilet paper.
Because you know Pete, mate, our Lord and Saviour Pete, mate, the governor, he's pretty canny like that. He'd be like, well, let's just
I think
the stock out.
next time we all get together and manage to make our way up to eModels, whenever it may be in the future, I don't think they're going to be making cups of tea. It'll be a cup of tea, but it'll be full of pasta.
Yeah. Yeah. Next week's What's in Store will be like Cushel, Andrex.
Yeah, when we'll get welcome to the store. Hi, would you like some rice in your pasta? Never mind.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Nice.
let's wrap it up for tonight and say good night to everybody and thank them for coming along. These strange and wonderful times, and we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. But next week we won't be here.
Tomorrow. Sorry.
As we said, next week we won't be here because it will be a bank holiday, and we usually have bank holidays off to spend with the family. Although we've spent the last 3.
We need a bank holiday off to not spend with the family. We'll be in
work.
work on Monday.
I don't want to put up with him.
What we'll do is we'll actually go to the warehouse on Monday and just hang out in the warehouse.
Yeah,
6 meters apart.
we should be social distancing with the family.
Oh, mate. You imagine Pete's face, couldn't you? Be like, oh, no, look at that lot.
But remember, keep an eye on the website. Keep an eye. Check your
Ted's getting tired.
notification bell for YouTube, and we may be back between now and next Monday, or something in between. And we'll have a think. We'll have a quick chat about it before we go, and we might see you soon. But
don't forget. Oh, very quickly as well, Ted. Don't forget if you want to know when live things come up, Apart from liking and subscribing, hit the notification bell on YouTube. If you follow eModels on the Facebooks, which is eModels Ltd, so eModels Lima Tango Delta, eModels Limited on Facebook, then if we do schedule things like live shows and stuff, we get James Mate to post up on the Facebook page as well. So make sure to go and join the Facebook page. You'll also you'll find out when things are coming back in stock. You'll get told when shows are coming up and stuff like that. So make sure to go and follow the eModels Ltd Lima Tango Delta.
That's good. Yeah, phonetic alphabet. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you very much, everybody. Ta-ta for now, and we'll see you not next Monday, the Monday after. We might see you between. But keep it up. Bye, everyone.
Adios, amoebas, and don't forget to
Good
wash
night,
your damn
all.
hands. I've got the buttons, haven't I?
I hope so. I'm not pressing any.